squalls, spinnakers and surprises at sea. Join us for our crossing of the South Atlantic Ocean from St Helena, Part 1.
And we're off. Farewell, St Helena. What a cool place that was. Absolutely just breathtaking. The scenery inland was just something else, eh? Horrible anchorage. Absolutely terrible anchorage. But beautiful at the same time. You know, the water was so clear. There was the devil rays, there was dolphins and fish. So it was gorgeous, but just crazy lumpy and rolly every single day and night. So that's a shame, but you know, not a deal breaker. We're off now for Salvador and Brazil. We had a little bit of a hiccup with our visas. Brazil decided to implement an e-visa, a required e-visa for Australian, Canadian and US citizens the same day we checked out of here, which made things incredibly difficult. And they required both of our kids to have an authorization letter to travel to Brazil, and it had to be signed and sealed by a notary public, which doesn't exist in St Helena, and they were threatening to not give us a visa, and it was just a nightmare. And the company that you do it through is called VFS, and they are hopeless. I mean, absolutely hopeless. I've probably spent the better part of 7 hours on the phone in the last 4 days, pushing them to upload documents and submit them. And their website doesn't accept high-res photos, but they require high-res photos. So in the end, we had to email them everything, and like literally get them one by one to upload each document and blah blah blah. We did that, submitted all the applications yesterday, and they forgot to upload Charlize's authorization letter. So myself, Sarah and Brodie have all been approved, and Charlize has been denied. Just ridiculous. So anyway, we have to start from scratch again today and try and get it going. But because Brodie's been approved, I'm pretty sure Charlize will. We just got to cross the T's and dot the I's. So got plenty of time to get it done. We got just under 2,000 miles from here to Salvador, which isn't our longest passage, but it's probably going to take the longest amount of time because the wind forecast isn't particularly strong for this passage.
As the sun rises on Anzac Day, we sit in quiet reflection. Out here in the middle of the Atlantic, on our way to Brazil, the stillness feels even deeper. I've baked Cappy some Anzac biscuits, a small gesture for a man who once carried heavier burdens. For those who don't know, Brendan once served as an infantryman, dedicating many years to his country before becoming a commercial pilot. Those years meant many long absences, moments missed. Maybe that's why we're here now, chasing this wild adventure together. We know, better than most, that tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Wing on wing, mid-Atlantic. 10 knots on the stern, swells on the stern, it's nice and comfortable. We're doing 7 knots, speed over ground. Yeah. In the sail bag, we have Master Chui. Hey Chui, you comfy? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah.
Midday on day 2, and we're traveling along nicely, about 6 knots. About 10 knots of wind true. We forecast wise last night, it was looking really light this morning. Like it was like we were not going to have any wind at all for today or tomorrow. So this is great, completely unexpected. Still got the Spinnaker up. The seas are just heaven. I mean, look at that. There's barely even any swell. And what swell there is just on the tail and reasonably well spaced apart. Yeah, man. God, I love the Atlantic.
Chachi's just made her famous mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Love mac and cheese.
One of Dad's favourites.
So good. He nailed it.
Yeah.
Brodie's serenading us with some guitar. And we've only got 15 days to go.
The light winds meant plenty of sail changes to keep us moving.
Right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
But when dark squalls appeared on the horizon, it was suddenly all hands on deck.
There, heads up, go, go, go. Watch that, it's about to come out on you. No, heady's about to come out. Right? No, head's up, about to come out straight at you. Wedge, 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 go, go, go!
Brodie's getting stronger every day, and his help with the heavy lifting has become invaluable. The constant use of the Spinnaker also meant regular halyard inspections for signs of chafe.
Any chafing?
A couple of black lines, but it's in pretty good nick, really. I think this is going to need changing soon. It's starting to get quite old, really stiff. The dynama's really old.
Yeah.
See how stiff that is?
Yeah.
That's like board. Yeah, crack it.
Yeah. We got a spare, hey?
Yeah, a spare, like to get us to Brazil at least. But I'd like to change it when we can.
Should have bought some dynama in South Africa.
We
where
really
it's
should
cheap.
have. Really should have. But no, look, I can't. There's a little bit of chafing, but nothing serious. There you go, bud.
That's an old halyard, by the way.
Oh yeah, I don't
We
even.
inherited that with the boat.
I'm
so
pretty sure this is probably like from 2016. This
Yeah.
halyard.
Yeah.
So it's done bloody well. We've used it pretty extensively over the last 4 years. That's it, man.
As soon as the squall had passed, we were launching the Spinnaker once more.
Go muscles. Wrap it around the winch. That'll help you.
So awkward doing
Good girl. That's the way.
It's really awkward doing this.
Big brother comes in to the rescue.
That's it.
Oh, lock it off. Get ready to winch.
Let's go, Church. Put some love on it.
But with all the jibing, the Spinnaker sock began misbehaving, twisting, bunching, and making each set just a bit more challenging.
What's going on? No, don't pull it in anymore. So it's day 3 out here. We've got about 8 knots of wind and we're doing about 5 over ground, between 4 and 5 with the Spinnaker. The wind dropped out completely last night, so we had to pack the Spinnaker away. Oh, it was about 5 o'clock this morning actually, and we motored for a couple of hours begrudgingly. And then Brennan put the Spinnaker back up this morning.
Yeah, we start to sunrise. We didn't cover much ground with the motor on. We're only sitting at about 1800 RPM. It was just to keep forward momentum because we had swells coming from 2 directions. Usually you can just bob around, but when it's come like that, the boat just gets unruly. So just a little bit of forward momentum keeps it stable. Cuddling a big
burrito.
Cuddling a big burrito.
Out on the handline, we found an unexpected catch, a sleek Barracouta, which, as always, Chui was first to inspect, licking his lips.
Where's the boat? The fishing boat? Oh! It's alive. I think I heard it. Take it, actually.
Decided to give himself a haircut today. I normally do the haircuts around here. Couldn't wait for me, I was working. So check this out. He's given himself a bald patch.
Day 6 now. Been a pretty slow passage, as we've probably said a few times before. Although this morning we're kind of hooking along. We're doing sort of between 7 and 8 knots. 14 knots on the tail. We've still got the spinny up. We much stronger than this, and we probably doused it, I think. But for the moment, we're ticking along quite nicely. It's a pretty good Spinnaker, this one. I shouldn't say this, but she's 1.75 ounce canvas, so it's quite strong. So it's good for it. It's good for a reasonable amount of wind. We barely moved last night. The wind was just shifting by about 40 degrees off our tail, so it would have made flying a Spinnaker a nightmare. Jibing the head sail is actually quite simple. It's very, very quick and easy, but jibing an asymmetrical Spinnaker is a bit of a nightmare. You can do it, but it's just a pain in the ass. So yeah, we barely moved last night. We sort of averaged about 3 knots all night.
But the ocean had more to show us. Many shortfin squid drifting lifeless on the surface.
Yeah, they're the deep sea ones.
Deep sea squid?
All dead.
Yeah, we're seeing a heap of squid on the surface of the water, which is strange, all dead.
It was a sobering sight, likely the bycatch left behind in the wake of an enormous Chinese fishing fleet.
We have seen these enormous, enormous Chinese fishing fleets that basically line up, like sometimes 50, 60 boats along, and they just run north and south, up and down the Atlantic. So there's a good chance that those bastards have just raped this ocean completely clean. So when I say we've seen those fleets of about 50 to 60 boats lined up, there's about 20 of those fleets in this particular part of the ocean. So, you know, it's quite possible that there's nearly 2,000 of these fishing boats, and they're big trawlers just ripping up and down the Atlantic, taking everything. You know, it's not just the Chinese that do it, there's many other countries, but the Chinese, so far from what we've seen in the Indian and the Atlantic, are everywhere. And I mean everywhere. They have boats everywhere. And they've got these huge big motherships that basically go around to all of those fleets, and the fleets just empty their fish into the mothership. And I'm guessing that goes back and forth from China. I never realized the enormity of this problem. It's unbelievable to see how many there are, and the way they just rip up and down the ocean. Like it's crazy. So, you know, no wonder fish stocks are dwindling really, really rapidly. Used to hear about it back home on the news, and you know, you never paid it much attention until we got out here and we've seen it firsthand.
Argentina has one of the world's richest fishing grounds, but in recent years it has become a hotspot for illegal, unreported and unregulated, or IUU fishing. At the heart of it, China's massive fishing fleet, the largest in the world. These vessels are accused of depleting fish stocks, violating maritime laws and undermining local economies. Argentina has deployed aircraft and Navy corvettes to track nearly 500 vessels, many of which are Chinese. And here's where it gets troubling. These ships often switch off their AIS or automatic identification systems to avoid detection. That's a telltale sign of illicit activity.
It's heartbreaking. Like, it gets me emotional seeing a big line of 50 or 60 of the bastards just taking, and when I say taking everything, they take everything. And what they don't want, they just toss over the side and it's dead. So, it's hard to witness. Brodie got that weird looking Barracouta, not Cuda, on the first night, third night, and that's it. Haven't seen anything else. And we've got 4 sets of gear out, you know. We've got 2 skirts, 2 lures, we've got a teaser, we've got everything. A little old sailboat like us looking for a fish every day or two has got no hope. But anyway, that's that. The 421 miles you see is to halfway, so we've only just passed a quarter of the way there. At this speed we've got 8 days to go, but there's no way we're going to maintain this. I reckon we've still got at least 10 to 12 days to go to Salvador. In good news, we finally got Charlize's visa through. They used a little bit of common sense and approved it. I slept a lot better last night knowing that all 4 of us had a visa to go into Brazil, and, as opposed to myself, Brodie and Sarah. It was nerve-wracking stuff, but it is what it is. We got it across the line. So all we have to do now is just get to Brazil.
So Brendan had a theory that if we turned the sounder on, it might attract the fish, and he did, and fish. We've been out here for 5 days, no fish, and now, look at it. Even Chui's excited.
That is one of the biggest skipjack I've ever seen.
That is the biggest skipjack I've ever seen. That is an absolute...
It's like a keg.
It was a dinosaur.
That was massive.
I wonder, because I literally just turned the sounders back on.
Yeah.
Just turned them off. Bang, onto a fish. We haven't had a fish for 5 days because the sounders have been off.
Yeah.
It can't be.
The calm days had their rewards. Long afternoons spent on deck, watching the sun melt into the sky.
Is that safe at sea?
Yes. Do not try this at home. I'm allowed to do it because my home is a boat.
You're a loser.
And now back! No, I'm not doing that. I'm not crazy ready.
I don't know about that.
Roaring down.
Then came the deluge, heavy rain drumming on the deck, washing everything clean, leaving the air sharp and fresh.
The worst of it's actually in front of us, so we'll be right. Good morning.
What a way to wake up, eh? It's raining cats
It
and dogs.
just started flogging down. I've still got the Spinnaker up, and I was sitting and I was just watching the wind, watching the water surface. There was no wind associated with it, so I thought, oh bugger it, I'll leave it up, give it a good wash. It's never had a good wash, has it? It does need it. It's filthy. Careful, you'll drown.
As the clouds broke, sunlight spilled across the sea, and a perfect rainbow arched directly ahead of us, as if we were about to sail right into its colours.
Sunshine and rainbows and sun showers. Ew.
What are you knocking up there, kiddo?
Some scones.
Some scones. Some halfway scones, even though we're not quite
Not
halfway.
quite, but yeah.
So,
Mum's secret recipe. She's the bomb at making scones. I probably haven't made them as good as her, but I'm on a moving boat, so
bit tricky. They look good.
yeah. Oh, look out. What's the verdict?
Looks so good.
That's in his happy place.
Love me a scone.
I wonder if I can put a whole one in my mouth. Yum.
When the weather cleared, we made the most of it. Spinnaker flying, mainsail set, blue water beneath us, laundry drying in the sun.
It's washing day! Yeah! One of your favourite jobs, I've.
Yeah. So the strangest thing just happened. We were sailing along with 10 knots of wind. We had full main up and the Spinnaker, and then the wind just dropped out to 0, to like nothing, and everything collapsed. It was so weird, like someone just turned the wind off. And it's still, we've only got about 5 knots of wind, but I don't think it's enough to keep the Spinnaker up. Happy's gonna tweak a few things and see if he can.
I don't know if I can tweak as much as I like, but I don't know if it's gonna make a difference.
Yeah. What wind have we got now?
4 knots.
4 knots?
Sort of bounce between 3 and 4.
Oh yeah, 3.4. Oh dear.
So, if that
No,
continues,
you're going so well.
it was a great day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I have a feeling the next 24 hours is going to see an engine on for us, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, I think so.
Chui's just been panting like a dog. He's feeling the heat. Brodie was chasing him around deck and he must have got a bit too hot and he's been panting. He's got a cool towel on him now. A better?
As evening fell, the wind returned, giving us one more perfect Spinnaker run before morning brought yet another round of stormy skies. Life at sea, calm one moment, wild the next.
So today's our 17-year wedding anniversary and we've woken up to grey skies and very uncomfortable sea state. We're hoping it's just a weather system up ahead that's causing this, because yeah, it's not real pleasant.
Nah, it will be. It's just all this weather around us. You know, you got to sell there, and a bit of shit to the back. You know, like it's just giving the ocean a bit of seasickness. I reckon it'll pass. It should pass. It's just gonna be an uncomfortable couple of hours, and then it'll go away. But it kind of sucks. Literally only an hour ago it was flat calm, and we were sort of ticking along at 4 or 5 knots, and then this just happened. So that, I mean, there's no big weather fronts or nothing like that. It's got to be just this local shit. So once this passes, it should just calm down again. It's not good for the Spinnaker though. I don't like it.
Not when it loads up like that.
No.
So 4 knots. You can see all the cells around us. We're lucky to have radar. That's really saved our skin a lot of times. When we were out in, where were we? We were travelling to East London from Durban. So, no, it was actually Linga to Richards Bay. Yeah, 3 boats left, all on different tracks. We were the only ones with radar. Unfortunately, we were able to avoid a lot of the shit weather. I think Nanji copped 60 knots. We only saw about 30. And even the Kiwis, they went closer to shore, but there was a lot more lightning, so they were pretty lucky to come out unscathed there, because the lightning was just constant. And yeah, radars, if you can afford to put it on your boat, we're fortunate we bought the boat with this system, so yeah, it's bloody life-changing.
2 o'clock this morning, that wind has swung 120 degrees, and it wasn't on the forecast. So that's what makes me think this is all localized shit, just to deal with all of these little cells and stuff. But right now we're heading in the wrong direction. Look at this. We're literally heading north up the middle of the Atlantic.
Yeah.
And we want to be going that way.
Not the way we want to be
So
going.
no, not at all. But the annoying part is neither of us wants to go up there, drop the Spinnaker, pack it away, put the engine on, turn, and in half an hour's time the wind shifts again, and then you fucking turn the engine off, lift the Spinnaker, and that's all part of sailing though, I guess.
It's been a bit of a game, isn't it?
It's a double-edged sword, eh? Because sailing in calm conditions is quite nice, it's beautiful, it's peaceful, but it's also really difficult. It's a lot of work, you know, it's a lot of sail changes, it's a lot of monitoring. Like the Spinnakers are fantastic, but you don't sleep. You never fully relax when a Spinnaker's up.
No.
So, you know, give me 20 to 25 knots on the tail, any day. But then you get the accompanying sea state. So this is one of those moments though where I genuinely think that we should just douse the spinny, both engines on, and just punch it, and just cover some ground.
Let's do it
until the shit goes away. Like once the sun comes up and everything heats up again, it'll be nice. But this right now is just, it couldn't be more unpleasant. So
I think we do it.
We're just torturing ourselves. We should just douse it, engines on, and just punch it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Join us next time as we continue our passage across the South Atlantic, onwards and upwards to Brazil. Thanks again for watching, and to all our Patreon crew, we appreciate you.